guys, welcome to my vlog. Today, I'm going to be talking about episode 4 of season 15 of Deadliest Catch. And to start out in this episode, the Northwestern is on the Beardeye grounds going to fish Beardeye crab after they finish their king crab season. And Sig and Mandy decide they're going to set a 100-mile string over 100 miles to hone in on the best Beardeye crabbing. And a good Beardeye pot is 80 to 100 plus. If you're getting 100 plus or more, that is really good. That's what you want. So they decide to go on a 100-mile. Sig tells Mandy, I'm going to go down for a little bit. You start setting. He has the Northwestern all set up, so it's easy for her to keep on pace and keep on the track they wanted to go on. And so Mandy is setting pots, and it's going pretty good. And then all of a sudden, as they set one of the pots, a pot is just being pulled up on the pot launcher to be launched. And they just launched the pot, and Clark, who's Mandy's husband, and a deckhand on the Northwestern, throws the buoy of the pot they just set and the pot hook, which is 3 feet long, that they use to lift up the pots from the water or move the pots on deck. That came unhooked from the pot they were pulling on deck, and it hooked on the buoy that Clark threw. They started tapping on the metal to have Mandy stop or put the boat in neutral so it'll stop going. The momentum of the boat will stop going forward. So then all of a sudden she sees this alarm, and then she realizes something's wrong, and she pulls back on the throttle to neutral. Since that happened, the hook basically snaps the buoy off of the pot, and the 3-foot hook almost smacks into Matt Bradley, who's a deckhand on the Northwestern. So that was pretty crazy. That goes to the Cornelia Marie, and they are in a spot where the crab it's not the best fishing, and they have they're being tested right now so they can get like $1 million extra quota for the that given to them over their career, or for their career, to move forward. So that's happening. Casey, who's the second captain on the Cornelia Marie, wants to go south, and Josh wants to go north where there's a bunch of boats. And once Casey tells Josh that that's where I want to set my pots, Josh is like, I don't want to listen to that. So Casey's like, I'm gonna go to sleep and get sleep for about 3 hours. So Josh, when he knows Casey is sound asleep, he goes in and takes Casey's phone out of the room, which was set for like 3 hours for Casey to get up. And so Josh did that, took the phone so Casey would sleep for a long time so he could set the pots up north. The Wizard, he's fishing really close to the southern wind, which is just finishing up their king crab season. And so the Wizard is down south right by the southern wind. They set their pots, and they're on really good numbers, 70 to 80 crab per pot. They're fishing at night, and then all of a sudden, they're 670,000 lumens of light. That helps Keith find the crab pots and see if there's any obstructions up front or something he could run into. All those lights went out. His engineer and Monty are trying to figure out what happened, and they find out that wire melted, and so they have to fix it and get it to where they need it to be. And once they get that set up on the box, they go up on the mast and climb to the top to check out the lights there, and then they tell Keith to turn them on, and all was good there. So now the southern wind has like 10,000 pounds of crab to catch, and the pots are doing really good. They're getting really good numbers, and the crab, they just brought in a pot, and one of the dogs on the launcher are to hold the 800-pound pot in place so it doesn't go down and crush the crab or crush the crew or kill the crew. And one of the dogs, as it was being shook, broke. So the pot fell, and luckily it didn't hurt anyone. So that was good. So going on the Cornelia Marie, Josh set the pots, and when Casey woke up, he was pissed, and he's like, I hope this pays off. And so they set all the pots, and when they start going through the pots, sure enough, Josh Harris, he's got his dad's luck, the Harris luck, because they are getting 70 to 80 king crab per pot, which is really good, and you want that. That's what happened in episode 4 of season 15 of Deadliest Catch. And then after that, they did a show where it was like lies, and they were talking about if captains are dishonest and lying to other crew members, or captains to deceive them to make them think it was just stuff about that, if captains lie, and they had a lie detector test, and it was really funny, and they had some pranks from past seasons and clips and injuries from past seasons, and it was really cool seeing scenes from back then, especially seeing Josh and Jake Harris's father, Phil Harris, who died a while back from a stroke, passed away. The show felt really different. Like, I really loved seeing Phil Harris. He was a badass fisherman, and he got angry and cussed up a storm, and that was pretty crazy, and that's why I kind of liked him. He was just different than most of the captains and crew on the other boats. And then they showed a prank of one of the wildest captains, Jonathan Hillstrand and the Hillstrand brothers. And man, last season and this season, I've really missed him. And they are never going to be on Deadliest Catch again, because they are selling the Time Bandit for $2,800,000. And during the time on Deadliest Catch that they pulled some pretty damn good pranks off, and I am going to miss that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you ain't dreaming, you ain't living. Don't forget to dream big.